So yeah, the lady I seen her, we introduced her to in Rome, Georgia, Elevation House of Cigars. So he does have a sweeter, I guess you say a sweeter community for the cigars,
Right.
And they like that a lot. So he had, of course, the Fat Bottom Betties, Groovy Blues, all of that up there. So Quincy actually met him, Mr. Melvin, at it was Cigar International in Chattanooga.
Okay.
Just talking, and didn't know he was a cigar lounge owner, and he started talking about cigars. Then he asked Quincy, like, you should start your own brand. And Quincy started laughing, like, I do have my own. He said, why you ain't tell me? Like, that's not something we just jump out when we see a cigar lounge owner be like, hey, I got a cigar brand. We try to at least be genuine, have a genuine conversation with a person, get to know the person, whatever, because we believe that everything ain't for everybody.
Okay.
So we try to see, who the person is before we actually, tell them what we have or whatever like that. And just get to know the person instead of being all business off the top. You know what I'm saying? Just get to know the guy, and then they talk and shoot. Actually, they're good friends now. And we gave him the Nostroso and we gave him the Lady Assassino, actually. And he put the Nostroso in there. That was a good seller for that crowd right there. He said, well, I have a sweeter community. So he just gave him the Lady Assassino. He said, man, I really like that. So while he was smoking it, when Melvin friend said, man, what you smoking? He said, this Lady Assassino from this guy from Austin Smoke. He said, can I have one? And Quincy's like, I don't have another one. I just had this one on me. And Melvin's like, I cut it in half for you. So he snipped it in half.
So he smoked it from the Wow.
Yeah. He smoked it from where he lit it at, and he gave the guy the other end.
Wow.
Man, they smoked it, and I like, that's love right there, man.
Wow.
Because I ain't sniffing my day.
No, not at all.
Nobody, but that's love.
Just the fact that somebody was just like getting all the tobacco in your mouth is like an issue right there.
For me, it would be, but that's what he did.
Wow.
I like, okay, I mean, that's what y'all want to do.
So
man.
we have a sweeter community here. We have a sweet community here.
Yeah,
as well.
that's what Miguel was telling me.
Yeah, because majority of the customers that come in here, I don't know the percentage, but just say 60-40 or something like that.
Okay,
you know what I mean. But a lot of them do gravitate over there towards the infused stuff, the sweeter stuff.
Infused,
we do get a lot of guys who are veterans or who are even the ones that are just starting out. They still want something that's not sweet but something natural,
something that's right.
Yeah,
right,
you know what I mean.
Right.
Like they want to taste the tobacco. I think
it could be me. That's Edward. He's at the door.
He's at the door. Okay, I go get him real quick.
Our phone off and vibrate.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Gonna make a noise.
Whole setup.
Yeah, man.
The man said he do this thing for real. It ain't no play.
This is not
Since ain't no play.
This is not a game.
Y'all playing around here.
This is not a
Man,
game.
I've been doing this for other people for like I won't say 13. I say about 10.
That's all right.
Oh
man.
wow, so yeah, you
About 10
definitely
years.
got
So
some time.
yeah, and that's what we was talking about when we got started was that just deciding to be in the forefront. You know what I mean, versus being in the back. Because I'd rather be in the back, having somebody do this. But when I did have some people doing it, sometimes they're not as passionate, and it's not even the passion part. It's the just having the time to just put into it. You know what I mean?
Having that time.
But go ahead and get yourself set up, man. Like,
Okay.
go ahead and do what y'all got to do.
That's a Simone.
Oh, you want to smoke that now?
Yes, I do. Yes, sir. We gonna get to it.
Are you scared of it?
Well, no, it's just we don't know nothing about it. So
we smoking on the podcast. We don't know
Yeah, because he got me this, and I'm like the guinea pig for this one right here. So
because that if we gonna tell people that's what's coming or
no, we just gonna smoke.
okay, because you ask what we smoking.
yeah. I mean, we rolling.
We just telling we got some test things we working on right now.
Yeah,
gotta give them all your details. You know what I'm saying? We gonna smoke that.
I know we want to. Oh, let me smell it real quick. Smells good. Well, no, I want to make sure.
Actually,
whenever we smoking,
Let me get away.
whenever we smoking, we can tell people, hey, I'm smoking. We smoking our smoke.
This is similar what?
Spam.
Yeah. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Ready.
I think so.
So I'm here with the Arts of Smoke Austin and Edward, 2/3, right?
Just 2/3.
Just
right
2/3.
there. Right,
Okay.
right.
So yeah, I've been wanting to sit down with you guys for a long time, man, to pick y'all brains because one of the things that when I started working here at Cigar Bank, which is located downtown McDonough, where we have y'all's brands, the Cicada, what was the other? Notroso, and what was it was
The
three.
Specia.
The Specia, yeah. So when I was first introduced to you guys, the one thing that I was excited to ask you guys about is, number one, what made y'all want to start your own brand? Mm-hmm. Number two, what was it like getting into the market? Because one of the things that I recognized when I started working here and talking with other people, that we have a very strong Black presence when it comes to smoking cigars. And I didn't know it was a strong Black community of men and women that likes to smoke cigars. Mm-hmm. And then finding out that, here in Georgia, it's over like 100 lounges, Black owned.
Right.
And I was just like, wow, like, okay, all right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. So for you guys, tell me the story of, what got you guys into it and wanted to start your own brand.
So pretty much, we've been smoking cigars for a while, right? Maybe I don't know what, 50.
You've been smoking a little longer than I have. Yeah. You and Quincy, both y'all smoking a little longer than me. So, at least, 10, 12 years?
Something like that, yeah. So basically, it all started in 2020, right? Where everything started, at pandemic time, right? Mm-hmm. So we was all smoking cigars and everything. And, I was out back in my backyard, usually where I'm at anyway. Yeah. And I just had this real life, man, I want to do something. I want to do something that I like, And like, I got my two brothers with me. We're cousins, but we called each other brothers, And I'm like, man, I was just sitting back there smoking, and his name just popped in my head, Arts of Smoke. I'm like, huh. So I called them immediately, like, yo, I come up with this idea. Do y'all want to partake in this journey, man? What we doing? And like, what it is. So I told them. So basically it was going to be accessories. That's what we was going to do. We was going to be cutters, lighters, ashtrays, so forth and so forth. Bought this machinery to cut and make stuff and everything. And then maybe a month or so later, maybe 2 months, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all. Quincy was in California, I think he was.
Yeah, he was out in California, and he ran into someone, a cigar roller, and just, how you meet people and you think, well, they have an idea, you have an idea, and you're trying to come together, and they say, well, hey, maybe we can work. Maybe we can do something together. But then you never hear from them again. Right. But in this case, we did hear from him again, and he sent us some blends and sent us some
for free
cigar options. Yeah, to try to decide if we might want to work with him or not on coming up with some cigar blends, and it kind of took off from there. I mean, it was very unexpected because we didn't think the cigar brand side was going to come as fast, because we were just doing accessories. We were making lighters, cutters, ashtrays type things, to complement cigar smoking.
So what was easier to get into, the accessories or the cigars?
Oh, definitely the accessories.
The accessory was easier to get into, but it seemed like the love was easier for the cigars because we're cigar smokers. So our passion just poured into there. It wasn't like it was work and I was racking our brain trying to figure out what to do. It just came to us like that, and we're like, oh man, we blessed. This guy done sent us, a bundle for free.
Yeah.
And we like, we ain't never heard of that. Someone just sending you cigars for free to try. So we tried them out, and us still though, being new to the game, like, is this good? What is it? So, we gave them some other people that smoke way longer than us, 30, 20 years more than us. And I'm like, no, they're good. They're good cigars, good blend. And we was like, oh, what do we want to do? Do we want to try this right? Do we want to do this? We got the name for it. We LLC the name, what we want to do, We're like, bump it. Let's go.
So from beginning to having the first cigars to put them out, how long was the time span?
Oh man, shoot. What? That took a little while. It took, at least 6 months or more. I mean, it was still probably more like closer to 9 months to a year to really find the sticks that we knew were gonna. The first couple sticks that we knew we wanted to put out to the public. Most of it was quality control. Trying to come up with the the right cigars, which blends we like, what fit us, what we thought the people like. So it's back and forth between what we like, what the industry says is going to sell.
Right.
And then our quality control, team, we call them our friends and people that smoke and give us feedback. What they say they like, oh, you should go with this. It was just a lot of trying to make
taste
cigars
testers
match
and
with
stuff
us.
like that. Yeah. So was he? So when it comes to someone who rolls cigars for you guys, like how was he able to get the same blends and stuff like that? Like, was that a hard thing for him to do?
No.
As it turns out,
what we call him Mr. Willie. That's what he wanted to call him. Mr. Willie, maybe I think Mr. Willie like 70-some years old. Ooh. And he was born in Cuba.
Okay.
So his grandfather, his father and grandfather was master rollers, right?
Ooh, okay.
And he said he started rolling when he was
like 12 or something.
8, 12, something like that,
yeah,
right?
Really young kid.
So he's been rolling ever since kid, because over that was their way of making money and everything. So he's been rolling there. So he went from there. He rolled for some company called Cuban International or something like that, he was saying. And
he's also a master roller for Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet. He went there. When he moved to the States, he started working for Romeo and Juliet over in, I think he said San Francisco, something like that.
He was on the West Coast for a while.
West Coast, something like that. Mm-hmm. And then he moved to Arizona. So he just opened up his own business there, rolling cigars for people and everything. And like he won like small business awards, like 3-4 times rolling a year or something like that. I think from 22 to 24 he had won. But he was really good. Didn't speak the greatest English, but just having a relationship with him, we got through that language barrier. He great dude, called and check up on us and the family, not even on no business stuff, just like, hey, also,
built a relationship with.
So that made it easy for us. That made it really easy for us.
So he didn't have no ego or anything, because you guys didn't know, not just the business, but y'all didn't know like the intricacies of cigars altogether. And
like
he was a big help.
He taught us, saying what's this, what's that, what not to do here, what to do here. Just over the phone with him, and I take my hat off to him. Like he took a chance on us.
Yeah, really, honestly.
To be honest, he took a chance on us. And it's all love for him, still stay in contact with him to this day,
So he's not rolling for you guys anymore?
Not in the moment, no.
Okay.
But, he's still like a mentor to us in the game. Still talk to him at times, and just keep that relationship. Never burn those bridges. Keep that relationships, because you never know when you need someone.
Right.
And like I said, I take my head off to Mr. Willie, man. He's a good dude.
And the other side of that is, his knowledge from being a master roller for so long, and him sourcing the material. So for us to have to go out and start from scratch, learning how to source material, what countries, what farms, what factories, what leaves, that would have been a lot for us. That would have been like overwhelming.
Right.
But to work with someone who already has the blend under control, like, okay, well, if you want this, you want that, let me work on the blend. Let me put this together for you. And then we learn as that process continues, not just, hey man, scratch my head, let's go out here and just start running around the world trying to find factories and leaves and stuff. So that all came to us as like Cuz said, like a blessing. We just kind of fell into what we loved the most and didn't realize it was coming.
So so Arts of Smoke, y'all have for y'all brand, y'all have a particular type of cigar y'all want to put out there that represents y'all brand, right? So
yes,
y'all said it took y'all a whole year. So what was that flavor or taste or notes that y'all was looking like this is us?
I'd say it always starts with a premium leaf, a really good leaf, quality that's going to be clean, it's going to be flavorful, but it has some character. So that's always the start. And then from there, the flavor profile needs to be, unique. We look for something unique.
Yeah, very unique. Yeah.
And y'all went through a lot of different ones.
We went through a lot of different cigars. What do we want? And some things it just bombed. It was.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That wasn't it. That just wasn't it. And I think people always, especially in the game, sometimes might show you their success. We'll tell you our failures. Like it was a whole bunch of cigar. It just been like, cuz dang it. There's a lot of times I was like, what you think of? Cuz that's not it. Quincy's like,
and
"Bro, that's
and
not
it wasn't for us.
Yeah.
Like some of them we still smoked the cigars and was like, oh, you know what? The burn is good. This construction's good.
Right.
But it's just not what we looking for because
Yeah.
we're all different. There's three of us in
Yeah.
this business, and we try to make sure we all get our own what's the word I'm looking for? Get our
own touch.
input into it.
Input touch on it.
Because I would think that'd be a difficult thing because like it's preference, right? Like you may like something really strong, you may like something really mild, and then your other cousin may want something real smooth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
so it's just like maybe he wants something sweeter or something like
Right.
that. So all of y'all having 3 different palettes, but
Correct.
then it's like, yeah, but what's gonna be our arts of smoke? You know what I
Right.
mean?
And that's the thing that you have to strip down the ego.
Yeah.
You have to separate that. You can't be selfish. I can't want it my way all the time. He can't want it his way. Quincy can't want it. We have to,
we
have to
compromise.
negotiate.
We
You have to
compromise all the
compromise and
time.
negotiate. Like, okay, I got mine this time. Okay, it's time for Cuz. Cuz, what you think? He know. I call him like, Cuz, hey, what you want?
They know I like pepper. I'm a pepper head. I love
Right.
everything spicy, black pepper, white pepper, whatever. I mean, the more the better.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand that that's too much for some people, and it may not be what the market's calling for at that time. So I feel like whenever we get cigars and we're trying blends or we're even what we already have, I'm smoking. I go, okay, I like pepper.
Right.
We can't have all our cigars be pepper. They can't all be
right.
spicy. They can't all have a lot of ligero. They can't all be strong. So I have to sit back and say, okay, I got what I liked in that last cigar. I like this Specia. That's one of my favorites. So, it's got a little peppery kick to start with, and it follows throughout. I'm happy. Whatever next blend comes around,
right.
let's work at it, from another angle.
Like for me, I like little pepper in it, not as much as him. I like more spice. But I'm a big Maduro fan.
Okay.
But I can't have everything Maduro, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. But I smoke anything really if it's good. As long as it don't have a lot of pepper in it, like, oh God, that's too much pepper. I'm good.
I take it back a notch.
Right. But besides that, I'm good to go. And Quincy, of course, he's the same way. He doesn't like a lot of pepper, but he does appreciate it though. Cause just palate is a little bit different now, but pretty much we all kind of smoke the same type of stuff. We're not gonna be a big infused guy.
Okay.
We're all three. We've passed that now. We was that, but we kind of passed that now. But we appreciate that. Those things there. But on the other end, it's really just stripping down the ego, man. Cummins Collective as a one.
Right. So we was talking earlier before E got here about the Lady
Lady Assassino.
Lady Assassino, and you were saying like where it's at right now, it has a very like they like sweeter. So is that a natural sweet or infused?
Actually, that is a natural sweet.
It's a natural sweet.
It's a natural sweet. It's not overly sweet like a whole bunch of other ones, like if you're infused and like you biting into a candy bar or something. That's how it tastes to me now.
Okay.
It's not that. So it's still long leaf, and still premium tobacco, super premium tobacco. So you're still getting that nice, great tobacco quality, that nice punch at the same time. So I always tell people, hey, don't let it fool you because it's
right.
We named it Lady Assassino for a reason. She's sweet, but at the same time, she'll get you.
She'll get you.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
that's pretty cool. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, so when y'all distributing to different stores and stuff like that, like how do y'all choose, other than like, okay, the owner tell you, well, this is my crowd, this is normally what, so do y'all go back to the lab and say, okay, well, we want this to be in this region, or let's develop something for that region? Like
usually we're looking to what they need, like what is your crowd, and they'll tell us what our crowd, what we usually do, and then at the same time, okay, we have something for that, but just try this too with that, right there. Just pair this with that,
right? And
they're like, I don't know, like just hear us out on it, trust us on it. If not, it's cool. We'll work something out with you, but it usually works out. What we prescribe to them.
Yeah, I think demographics is very important because some areas, and it's strange how we come up with what demographic likes what, because there's people, smokers are everywhere. You can't just pick out this person smokes Maduro, this person smokes broadleaf, whatever. So looking at the analytics of that shop, seeing what they're already selling, what they're lacking. Have they had a stick that sold really well in the past, but they don't have access to it anymore? And just trying to put those elements together, say, okay, well, we have this catalog.
Yeah.
We think that this one or this one, would go better, or both. And then we'll sit down and smoke with them.
Because I would think that, if it was me in y'all shoes, that'd be the thing that's racking my brain. It was like, well, like I know, like you saying, I know what I like, but how do I know what the millions and billions of people out there that like to smoke cigars like? So what am I going to invest my time and money into to develop, you know what I mean, to push out there to the market, Yeah,
the analytics from not just your local shop, but nationwide. Same thing with sizes when you're trying to determine what size to have as a stick. There you go. Once you determine this is the number one selling size in America, you can then cut it down to what's the number one selling, wrapper leaf, or what's the best selling wrapper leaves, what's the top 10. You can even go back to Cigar International and say, okay, these were the top 10 rated cigars of the previous year or whatever. Just kind of get a feel for the market,
right? And
then you go into that local shop and say, well, hey man, this is what we've seen is selling the best in these areas, or this size, this blend. What are you looking for? And we let them, they smoke a couple of our sticks and determine what they want to bring in.
So introducing y'all brand to the market, how has that journey been? Like the good and the bad, like what's been really going on with it?
It's been good. That's the good side, what people want to hear, right? It's been good. It has been good to us. The bad, I want to say it bad, it's been bad, but I would say that it can be trying, because you are a new brand. You're a small brand, and you go against juggernauts a lot.
Right.
And then you have other small brands that are bigger than you, that's been around a little bit longer than you. So you're competing against them too. For us, I believe what's helped us is our personalities. We're very personal. And we pay attention to details all the way down, just not the cigars, but all the way down, as as our boxes. It's our packaging when we sell, when we send them out to our customers, whatever. Like when they open it, like, wasn't expecting this. I'm thinking some cigars in a cigar bag or something.
Right, yeah.
Wrapped up or whatever. But
trying to take care of the customers.
Right, you want to make that first impression very great, just not good, but great to that person to make. You know what? These guys put a lot of love in this. I could see them in their packaging. I could see them in their cigar.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. And then we also have the cutter on.
You want a V?
We also have a V cut.
Take that V. So that helps us too, but it is trying, it can be, and it has been. It still is, anything that's worth having, you're going to have some tough times in it, and that's just how it is. That's the name of the game,
Right. I would add that industry's been really good to us as well, and I think another reason is people want to see how long you're going to stick around and what you're going to put into it, especially meeting certain cigar smokers in lounges. Like they see your brand, they see you early on, and then 6 months they don't see your brand, don't see you. That it's like you disappeared, and they think, yeah, that was just a fly by night kind of thing.
Really?
But when you're constantly out, you're constantly trying to learn from the cigar industry, not just from what you're doing, but learn from the industry, learn from those that are already doing what you do, what you want to do, where you want to go, putting that back office time in, and then just researching like TK puts out a lot of good information. Shout out to TK. Cigar Wealth is a great book. And for the person that's trying to create a blend, have a lounge, create merch, whatever you're doing, you got to go find that information and seek out those people and then learn from them. And when they see that, hey, these guys are serious, this isn't just they saw it on Instagram and want to have a blend and try to make some money.
Right.
Now they really into the industry. They were trying to bring some value to the cigar world. Then they help you more, and it starts to get a little easier. So like Cuz said, it started out a little, you feel like you're the outsider. You're trying to get in. You're on the outside looking in.
So there's no cigar mafias or anything like that. Big brands are like, you know what, we gotta X them out of this market or whatever.
Yeah, there's some cigar mafias out there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's some cigar.
Without naming any, like, what's been some of the horror stories or things that's been going on? That's been like,
Do we have any real horror?
We don't have any horror, so because we kind of sit back and just look at everything, but we see it like you need to be in certain crowds to move this way or that way, and we're not those guys. You know what I'm saying? We're not the guys that we're not sheep. Just put it like that. You know. All three of us grew up in the country, strong families. We all from the same family, Rook's family.
Yep.
And we're born leaders in our own way. So we're not gonna move to the tune of everyone. You know, we will respect it though, but we're not gonna move like, okay, I got to do this to get in there. Nah, I'm gonna kind of go this way.
So you create your own path, and then it's
create your own path. We'll still get there.
And for example, I think that's the hard part with the cigar industry is, well, I don't even say the entire industry. When you're a boutique brand and you're trying to grow, you're trying to create your own lane, but there's so many paths already set. You got to kind of step into each one to further yourself. Right. And then if you step in one for too long, it's like, oh, well, that's what you are. Right. That's what you're trying to be. You're trying to create. When really you're just trying to learn from everybody and create your own path. So you don't want to get stuck in the muck and mire of being in, without saying, you don't talk about any brands, of course, or anybody out there and say, well, that's not us. It's just, you know, Atlanta's kind of party. It's kind of a party city. So we kind of fall back, and not everybody knows it's a season. So we kind of fall back, and when it's time for us to promote and present, then we come out and we promote and present. And people don't always know you when you just pop up like that.
Right. So being here in Atlanta, being in the surrounding cities of Atlanta as well, so definitely there's this certain flair and vibe and type of thing when you're presenting, you know, merch and your brand to blacks and people and stuff like that. So how has that been, like, trying to present?
It's been good.
Like, we're the cool cats. Like, we're cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? This belongs in your...
Right.
That's been, I think, well, if I can take that, I think that's been kind of easy for us because we do kind of fall back, and what we focused on up until this point is the cigars. You know, the quality, the blends. What is going to keep us in the industry is going to be how well our products are. So when people see the product or they smoke one and they see, oh, okay, you guys are from Arson Smoke. Yeah. They kind of come and we talk and chop it up that way. Versus us having to really jump out there and start just throwing stuff at everybody. Hey, this is who I am. This is what we do. And we just kind of fall back and
networking without having a product.
Yeah, right.
Because that happens here in Atlanta a lot.
Right.
Like it's a lot of people. Like, I'm networking. I'm gonna show that, you know, I got it going on, but then when you kind of peel back the curtain and see what's going on, it's like, oh, you really don't have anything.
You really don't have, you know, you're the showman, you know.
Right, yeah.
Which is cool, you know. Everyone, like, cause everyone have their lane, you know. And we do look at all those lanes and try to take a little bit from each one, you know, and just learn from it. You know, that this may not be us, but it's something in there that we can learn from to do or not to do. So we just have to learn from. We just can't dispel it and just get it out of here. That's not us, you know. Right. Still looking there, you know, roaming through the weeds a little bit, oh, okay, I found this gem. I need to take that and heed right there to add to my arsenal. Okay, just move on to the next one right there.
And that's also how I think the blends come about. Is it's like smoking different cigars. You find what you like by smoking. Going in the humidor and then asking someone like yourself, you know, hey, humidor manager, what I feel like this today. You know, pick me a stick. Yeah. And then you smoke, you go, oh, I didn't think I would like this, but I do. Or there's something in there I didn't know that I would like that I do. And then you kind of pick from it. So it's the same thing.
Right. Exactly.
It's the same thing.
So this is the newer brand that y'all gonna be introducing pretty soon, right? Right. So this is which I was calling it. So did I have a name?
We ain't even named it yet.
We wanted to put you on first.
Put you on.
Give you a chance to
put you on there.
Become part of quality control team.
All right, cool.
And then that goes back to what we were just talking about, you know, getting input from everyone, to see what their palate likes, what the construction like. Give us your feedback, your honest feedback. That's what I'm looking for. Your honest feedback, and that's how we continue to grow the catalog.
Okay.
Because like I said,
I have
a nub stop before. This is my first time ever.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's
So
all right
this is
then.
the first thing, and you're smoking one of your newer brands too, right?
Yes, this is one that we actually it's first time smoking it right now. So
Okay.
it's a Sumatra, I can tell you that.
Sumatra.
I hear
So-
with among the people.
Right.
Yeah, this is really good so far. Yeah.
And I'm smoking the Nostroso, which is here in the
Here in
so
Cigar Bank, yeah.
you know, you
Get
can't
a
go
lot of
wrong with
people.
that. Morning, noon, night. A lot of people may look at it and think, okay, that's an evening after dinner cigar, but I can smoke this in the morning with coffee or lunch or in the evening.
I like this. And then most of the time, I'm always looking for like a shorter smoke as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sometimes
All
it's
the
just
mindset.
like
Exactly.
the ones I would go to. I got a Cohiba, Rubicon, or you know, sometimes in the mornings when I finish having breakfast and I do have a coffee or something like that, I go to the Tabacs, stuff
Right,
like
right.
that. So
yeah, that's a good one to go to with coffee.
but
Great with coffee.
just want to just have like a nice
Right.
small like let me just chill real quick, nice small. So do y'all have a pairing that y'all do with y'all cigars, like a drink or anything like that, or it's just whatever? Like
this the
I
pairing
normally
guy.
recommend for most of our cigars, if you're gonna do a cocktail, do an old fashioned.
okay,
It's got enough components in it
Yep.
to where you're not going to get too much sweetness. You're not going to get too much bitter. The strength, depending on which bourbon you use or what spirits you use. You don't have to go super high proof. You don't want to blow your paddle out. Something easy, but it's complex enough to go with most cigars and be good. Coffee is always good.
yeah.
I love coffee.
Whether you do black or cream or whatever you like to do with it. But when we do pairings, for each cigar, it's not like each cigar has a specific, this is what goes perfect with it. I think that, most people that drink whatever they drink and smoke the cigars, they make it work that way. They know I like coffee, I like bourbon, now we can go into, if you're going to do a bourbon, what we think might be a better bourbon to go with that cigar. Or if you're going to do a scotch, okay, well, try Balvenie, try something. This might be what you like. But just overall, we like to play around with the sticks and the pairings and see what goes well. And sometimes we find things that no one would think would go well, because going back to how we started, we were doing events, pairing our cigars with ciders.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
North to South Cider Works.
Yeah, North to South Cider.
We were doing events over there, and they basically provided the cider, which was all in-house.
Shout out
we
Chad and
paired the
Gary.
cigars. Yeah, shout out to Chad. And those guys over there were great when they were still doing cider. I know pandemic hurt a lot of different companies, and COVID hurt a lot of different people. So
It's a good time.
kind of hurt us a little bit. But overall, people are like, what? Ciders and cigars? Who does that?
Yeah.
Right. Because the
It
cider
worked.
wasn't like Angry Orchard cider. It
wasn't
wasn't
super
sweet like
sweet or
that.
anything
Like
like
they're
that.
actually from Michigan. So they were saying like that's what cider originated from. Like that's what they was doing when they was, I don't want to say what age they were.
Right.
But they was making alcoholic cider, because they couldn't, So when they brought it here, I just drove by.
Yeah,
They
you
had
just
been
found
open
on a
here.
whim,
I was carrying
just-
my kids like to Forest Park, to recreation, and I drove by one day, and I looked and I seen the sign like North Side. What the? And then I looked and they was open. I'm like, interesting. I was double back later on that day. They went over there, told my wife, and I'm like, it's a cider place over here. She like, for real? I said,
Nobody knew they
yes.
were there.
We never knew they was there. They had been open for like 3 years. Pulled up in there. There was nobody there, but the guys was there. And man, we had a blast. I told Cuz, he like, for real? He came over. We invited some more people. And man, that came like home turf for us.
Cigars and cider spot, which is doesn't.
And it was lovely, man. It was like almost like wine.
And it's still there?
yeah.
No,
No,
they
they
actually
just- they
closed
usually
down.
close
They
down.
actually closed down now. It was almost like wine in a way. It wasn't
Yeah.
overly sweet, but man, it was. They had some of the best IPAs there.
Yeah, they started. They actually got
Stouts.
into doing a brew. They had a mini brewery as well. So when they went into doing the stouts and the basically just their beers, they were doing a stout IPA and a amber, I believe.
Like this.
And they moved. They were doing cider and beer.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I gotta I'm not a sommelier to break down, but I'm like the stuff that I'm tasting in here is like
Well, good. See,
It's not even. It's not harsh. Like it's just. It's still. It's smooth, and I'm getting a rush of all these different notes before I even really get into it.
Before you get into it,
Like when I first lit it up, it was just like,
and that is a part of Arsenal Smoke, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing that every customer, everyone who's ever had our cigars say it's not harsh.
Clean.
None of our cigars are harsh. All of them are clean, nice, smooth smoke. Even if they're strong, it's smooth smoke. And you're gonna get this burst of just these notes just rush at you, and you're like, okay,
let's
what
break
is
it
this?
down.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is just everything's great. Like the cicada. That's
Yeah.
a perfect example.
Cicada's a different animal.
So
Yes.
who came up with the idea for that? Somebody taking credit for that one. Who came up with that one?
Well, we've had barber, like you said, we've been through a lot of blends and a lot of different types of cigars. We've had barber poles before, and there's a market for the barber pole, I believe. Just not everybody loves a barber pole, or they don't even understand why it's different or why it's unique. But once you start adding more leaves into that wrapper profile, it's just gonna create something very unique. So, I mean, having a Maduro wrapper with Candela, along with, just keep adding on to it. You go, this could be great. And it's kind of came to us like that.
And the cicada name.
Actually, Mr. Willie had our first, I think it was the first.
he had our
We
first.
had a tri-bar.
We had a tri-bar, and then this is,
And then we went with a 4-leaf bar.
a 4-leaf bar.
Okay.
But the name cicada just came from, once again, out back at
From the
night,
country, yeah.
And just talking and just thinking like, man, what should we name this cigar, And I was like, what y'all think about cicada? And we like,
Just like that.
And it was actually around, was it last year? What was it last year we had the influx like the cicadas?
yeah.
I think it was that, but it's
That
a
was,
rare.
they be in my backyard sometime. And
So
just the colors of the cicada and that 4-leaf, they go in, and it's almost symbolic, like, because at first it was going to be a seasonal cigar, like cicadas are seasonal.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
So that's what it was going to be, and if we still might do it, I tell you,
It'll make it a really demanding brand.
yeah,
if you
still
do
might
like a
do
seasonal.
seasonal. We looking at it right now. It might be,
people like it. I
Yeah,
mean, we
people
love
like it so much,
The,
but-
the lounges like it, and it also allows us to push it out to more people. Over, the longer we have it out and not as seasonal, the more people can experience it. And then if we do scale back and do a seasonal thing, then people know, hey, when that comes out, I want to get some, because if we only do one season, if we do it seasonal and just do one season, not enough people have probably tried it or have experienced it to know if they'll like it or not in the future.
You can definitely do like a holiday blend, or like a holiday package for like Christmas and stuff, because all of the senses and all of the smells and stuff like that. Every time I smell it, it makes me think of like holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, that kind of.
All those leaves,
Yeah,
once they start
right,
to
right,
burn,
yeah.
you get
the holiday packaging is coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's coming. It's coming
I'm
for
gonna do a
us.
pack for that.
Yeah.
Maybe a 5-pack sampler or something.
For the holidays.
Yeah.
You're giving us some ideas right now.
Yeah, because a lot of the women, like, every time, because women like sweet smelling stuff.
They do. Mm-hmm.
So definitely, like, even last night we had one of the guys where it was 4 people, 2 women and 2 guys, and he came in just to show his friends the cigar lounge, and one of the ladies, I guess his girlfriend, had never had a cigar before, but he smoked cigars, and so one of the guys was just showing her around and so on and so forth. And whenever the woman come in, the first thing I was like, well, they always want something sweet tasting, but they always want something small. But I always show them to the cicada and let them smell it, because I was just like, listen, if you love the way this smells, you're gonna like the way it tastes. And she never smoked a cigar before. She bought 2 of them,
And that's the best
First
cigar
time.
to start off with.
Yeah.
For a first timer, I'm gonna say I think that's a great cigar to start off with for a first timer. And even for someone that's been in the game for a minute, smoking, that's still a great cigar for you to have, in your humidor.
Yeah, something different for your palate.
Yeah.
I think, like you say, for a beginner, a first timer could smoke it, because it's not infused, it's not flavored, but it has enough aroma in it, and your senses are very delicate to smell, so they're gonna taste a lot of what they smell.
Right.
And it's long leaf. It's not it's not just something that someone crammed together, said it tastes like strawberry, here, smoke this.
right, yeah.
And it's a good way to bring someone into cigars, and maybe even bypass or somewhat bypass that start with a Everyone tells you start with a flavor cigar, start with an infused cigar. That's the best way to get your bearings in the cigar industry. But you don't have to start there. You can find a cigar like the cicada itself, and go, oh, I like cigars, and not ever start with a flavor or infused cigar. Not ever get that.
That's what's up. But yeah, I wish I can like, because every time I'm like,
you want to go back and get that next
Yeah.
draw.
oh,
Yeah.
because I'm tasting and I'm smelling it out at the same time, and I was just like, I wish I just knew what that was. I was just like, what is that? I don't want to say like brown sugar or anything,
It's
but
close foot on that. Yeah, it's close foot on that. Yeah.
And that's another thing, with the closed foot, you're gonna start out getting that flavor from the wrapper immediately.
Oh, that's
and
what
it
it is
kinda
when it's
sticks with you. So when you got the closed foot, you don't have to, wait a couple minutes or so to really get into the wrapper. You get it right off the.
so when you say
right off the
closed foot, what does that mean? Like,
you'll notice at the end of the foot, it's like
it was twisted and
It's
wrapped.
like
It was
twisted
wrapped.
and
Okay,
closed
that's
off.
what it is.
that way. When you light it, you're already lighting the wrapper, and you're gonna
That's
get
what
those
it.
notes.
That's what it was. I was smelling because it hit me right away, and I was
hit
just
you
like,
right away.
wow, I never had that before.
Yeah. Everything's down to the detail that we do. Everything is intentional. Everything's intentional. Like you just talking about, that's intentional right there for you to
Get that
enjoy
wrapper right
that
off the-
cigar right there all the way through. Just not from the
And it's not burning too fast. Like I thought it was gonna be like a,
Yeah.
like no, it's still a good slow smoke.
it's still a good smoke.
and it's still, you still see it where it's closed foot at the end.
Yeah, construction on the cigar is very important because even if you have a good blend, a good stick, but it's it wasn't properly kept before the consumer got it, it's gonna have runs in it and canoeing. It's gonna
Which
have a
is
lot
so
of
important.
burn issues. That messes up your whole smoke when you have to go back and relight it and trying to figure out why
Fumigation,
it's
that
not.
temperature. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's so
so
important.
having the right humidity, the right temperature, the right ecosystem for that stick is very important, and that's something we put a lot of time into. Most of our sticks have their own ecosystem. They don't just get communally put together.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The Nostroso, it has its own place to live while it's getting ready for to be shipped out.
Right.
Just like the cicada. So finding the right humidity and temperature, that's going to be what keeps your burn quality good. I'm looking at the Nostroso. It's doing pretty good. I've been rotating a little bit, but for the most part, that's what we focus on. Construction quality.
So is this your first business, or first business together, or like
Together?
first time
Yeah.
Together, yes.
I've had business
So you had
before.
business before.
before, yeah.
What was the other businesses?
So I did personal training for a lot of years, and when I got in the military, I said I want to see if I can make a career out of this. So I started my own personal training service, and I worked out of a wellness center, and yeah, that was pretty good. COVID threw a real monkey wrench in there, but yeah, because it was
COVID destroyed everything.
Yeah.
I had to shut the gym down completely, and didn't know when it would open back up, didn't know when we're going to get back going. So the next venture I went into was private security and executive protection work. So I just went straight from that into the protection work, and I did a consulting company for that to be able to contract myself out, working with companies that were already Georgia established. So yeah, I've had a couple ventures.
Yeah.
I like to try stuff.
Okay.
You can monetize anything. You can, if you love it, you're really into it, you're gonna put the time into it. You can monetize anything. So the love for cigars, this is our first joint
together.
venture. But
Right.
I mean, I could actually see us doing some other things
we
together.
do some other things. I had transportation before with Air Force Base.
Okay. So y'all both come from the military, or
Yeah, I was Department of Defense.
I was
He
Army.
was in the Army.
Okay.
Come from a military family.
okay.
So you know, Quincy is with the nuclear plant side.
Okay.
So we always been involved, federal government, some type of way. We always been there. My brother, he was in the Army. Dad was in the Army. Granddaddy was Marine.
Yeah, we
Uncles in Pentagon.
think
So
about it.
forth, so forth. Yeah.
military family.
Yeah, military family all the way.
So how is it building this and preparing like the wealth to pass down to kids and other generations and stuff like that? Like, are y'all thinking that far ahead, or is it just
especially with me with having two boys.
okay? Are they into? Well, I don't know if they're old enough to smoke or anything. But
No. Mine,
okay.
I hope they're not smoking. Mine's is 12 and 7, so I hope they're not.
And Quincy got
And Josiah is 13.
13, he's a teenager already. Trinity's like 11, maybe?
11, something like that. Yeah. For me and my boys, they know about I Have a Cigar Company, right? Okay. They see, banding up, they see, deliveries and stuff like that we might have to make. They know about events that I go like, hey, Dad, where you going to? Oh, I'm going to an interview today. Right. I was at an event last night. So they see it. So one of the things for me is, yes, I do want our company to be around forever, and that's our plan. Yeah. That's what we will do. We're not playing the short game. We're playing the forever game. So I would like to grow our empire. Then I guess you say I pass away or something like that.
I mean, they could take it to. We don't know what the levels of cigar industry will be in the future. It could be. Yeah. I mean, the sky's really limited. Cigars has been around forever. We're getting into an industry, or we've gotten into an industry that's been here long before we were, and it more than likely will continue long, after us and continue to grow. There's a lot of things that come around and they disappear. They kind of fly by night things. Right. This is, it's like golf. I mean, it's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
That I can think of.
Yeah, that's the thing that I learned. The long lineage of a lot of the families that have been passing their cigar brand and their cigar companies from generation to generation, all the way from the 1800s and stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So for you guys to just start this back in, you said 2020, you know what I mean? Like
as far as the sales, yes.
As far as the sales, okay. So just the idea of we're building something that we'll be able to pass on that have that legendary name,
right?
Saying attached to it.
And that's I think you said it one time. That's why the name of your company is so important. Arts of Smoke. That's a name that it says a lot. Says a lot about the artwork of cigars.
And that we want to be of the industry, not just we want to be in it, of it, a part of it, help it grow, not just have a brand that. It has a cool name for the period, for the time period. If our name can stick around 10, 20, 30 years, then it's holding on. It has a future much further than us, when your kids get older and their kids. So the name Arts, we're actually talking to everything that goes in the cigar, like, all the hands, all the people that it takes to create a cigar from the seed until it gets to the humidor here at Cigar Bank. And that's who we want to pay homage to and continue to pay attention to each component. Not just does it look cool, is there does the name cool?
Right.
That stuff comes and goes.
Right.
So
well, guys, I hate to cut it short because I got to open up the store, but
no problem.
No worries. We appreciate
you. Man, I got to have y'all smoking. Yeah, just keep smoking, man, because I got some more questions I want to ask and have you guys to come back, because I still want to get into, the whole marketing, like when y'all come into, like, y'all talked about going to different stores and who their market is that's best buying in the stores, but when y'all sit down and y'all think about y'all's, like, this is how we want to present our brand and who we want to present our brands to. You know what I mean? Like, that's another big thing, because you like you said, you're here in Atlanta,
right?
So majority of black people, they're gonna gravitate towards something that's gonna identify with them,
right?
So with Arts of Smoke, how are y'all identifying y'all's brand to the market?
Luxury,
okay,
luxury, but also quality, at the same time, like you said, experience, quality, but at the same time, you're able to afford that luxury. It's not something crazy that, oh man, I don't know, can I buy this cigar today right here?
Right. Yeah, it's not coming for your pockets.
Right. But it's still great luxury quality. I
like to call our cigars an experience smoke. Okay. Sometimes people want you to give them all the notes and give you everything, so that then they can make a decision on, well, do I like all? Smoke it, because you're gonna get some of what we say, and maybe all of what we give you as notes, but you're gonna probably pull out something that's from your own experience,
right?
And we tell people they're experienced cigars, especially the cicada.
Yeah,
I could sit here and tell someone about a cicada, and this is what I get note wise, and this is the just smoke it.
Right.
Don't even trust me. Just smoke it.
Right.
There's a couple companies out there who they don't even tell you they don't give you notes.
Right.
They don't want you. I mean.
Like I didn't give you notes on that.
No, because that's why I didn't really want to ask. I just wanted to taste it just to see what it tastes like.
When I first got into cigar smoking, I used to always follow these guys who talked about Atabay cigars, and I'm like, What's an Atabey? I don't know. I couldn't find them anywhere. I could, and they're so almost like a unicorn at some point early on. You know, it's like, where do you get this from? What? And I realized they don't give you notes. They don't even tell you what the notes are. You just smoke it.
Nope.
Get your own notes. Enjoy the experience. You're gonna like it. You're gonna love it. And that's one thing I think we want to be known for is you don't have to start reading a bunch of breakdowns of the cigar. You gotta go and look at what the rating is. Is it a 95? Is it 97? Not just pick it up.
Because most people, when they come into a cigar lounge, once they find their cigars that they like, they're not even thinking about any of that. It's just like, I just want a good tasting cigar.
Good tasting cigar
that's gonna make me feel how I wanted to feel.
Exactly. Now, I mean, if it's like strength or something, you want to know. Like, is this full strength? Is it more mild?
Little pepper,
that type of thing. But as far as
all those notes, leather and all of that. Man, I don't know what leather tastes like. I'm not gonna tell you that's leather. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what earth tastes like.
That's the one thing.
You know, I done planted a garden before. I can tell you that, but I don't know what.
The only reason I know what earth tastes like is because, like, I'm from Macon, and so down a little bit further south, we have some people that will make their own wine. So I can taste somebody, like I could taste earth in their wine because
the soil that it comes.
Yes, I could taste that.
Yeah,
I could taste that for sure. And so when they was like, yeah, it has a little earthy taste to it, I was like, yeah, I know what that tastes like.
And a lot of it smell too. So
yes, it smells.
Come together with your taste and your smell. And a lot of times you smell something like, oh, that smells real earthy, or you go outside, you can smell. It hasn't started raining, but you know it's about to rain.
I can smell some earth, but I can't taste it though. I can't.
That's when you look.
Well, you know what? When it comes to earth, it's like I know what dirt tastes like. I've had
I ate some dirt before when I was young. I ate some clay,
but I ain't never ate no leather. So
he ain't like it though.
Yeah.
And the way I get some of those notes, I mean, there's tasting kits out there and things you can take out components and smell them, and you start to smell them, and now your brain can recall that scent.
Right.
Well. There's things that since I started doing that, I'm like, oh, now I get where this note comes from. But before, if I'd never smelled it before, never tasted it, how am I going to recall what star anise tastes like? I don't know who's going to know what that is. So we want it to be a simple process when you smoke our cigars, but enjoyable and an experience without forcing flavor profiles on you.
Right, that's cool, man. But yeah, let me go ahead and open up the store, man. Hey, let me know when in it, because that's another thing. Y'all got to come back because
we'll be back.
We have part 2
every time. I see the Instagram posts and stuff like that. Even when I was talking with you, you was just like, "Oh well, we're gonna be out of town doing this. We're gonna be out of town doing that." I was just like, "Oh, so y'all at that point where y'all just like traveling around, getting this brand out here." So I definitely want to talk to you guys about that too.
Yeah, for sure, man. And even while speaking of traveling around, 1 second.
Yeah.
There's always cigar festivals and cigar, experiences, but Midwest
Cigar Crawl, man. Miss Paula.
This is it. Like,
Big Roy.
We went out to Kansas.
Anthony.
We went out to Kansas City for the Midwest Crawl, and nobody takes care of you like these guys. Man. So I don't think. I mean,
if you haven't been out there, you got to go.
Quality. You get cigars. You get an experience. And,
Midwest, Miss Paula, Big Roy,
Fume
love
Chic,
y'all.
And she goes by Fume Chic, and then you have Big Roy the Liquor Man.
You got cigars in there?
Yeah, it's a couple cigars now. Big Roy the Liquor Man. Shout out to you guys out there in Kansas City because the Midwest Cigar Crawl is unlike anything.
It's like in every cigar crawl that we been out there to. Every spot we stopped by, they gave us something every single time.
Every time.
Okay,
and not just like gifts, like give you something. They give you an experience.
Let me go ahead and open up.
So we'll come back for part 2.
We'll come back part 2. Part 2. Man, appreciate you, brother.
Yes, we appreciate you.
They in it. They ready to smoke. Hey, let's get something to try.